Hello, I'm Cath Howe, here to introduce Not My Fault. This is a story about siblings, two sisters. There's been an accident. These two sisters don't speak to each other since a year ago when the accident began. The story is told by both sisters, a chapter each, all the way through the story, and we're understanding what happens to them on a school journey when they set off to Wales with the various people on their coach journey, and they're going to be changed by everything that happens there. I hope you enjoy reading Not My Fault. Chapter 1, Rose, the extra push. I am Rose Elizabeth Sheridan, and I am the one to blame. I'm with Maya on the roundabout again. Maya shouts, "I'm a frisbee! Spin me!" Dad waves to me and goes off to get the newspaper. The ancient roundabout, like a flaky wooden plate, has curved metal bars to grip. Its top edge rears up. Its bottom edge has dug a sort of sandy trench. It's always Maya's turn. My sister lies face down, splayed like a star, her toes scudding the ground. I push off. Whee! Harder, she calls. I look up at the sky and I run alongside while she soars around the top. My arms ache. Another heave. Harder! The plate rotates her down again. I'll show you. Ooh! She goes. Just as I force my arms to push again and leap on, an animal noise, a squeal. The roundabout judders. I tumble off, staring over at my sister. Maya lies bent like a strange puppet, with her leg trapped underneath her body. I'm Rose Elizabeth Sheridan. I can still hear Maya's scream inside my head. I can still feel the judder. In the hushed family room in the hospital, while we wait for news of Maya's operation, I hear Dad whisper to Mum, "I saw Rose give that roundabout an extra push. Why would she do that?" Even after all the horrid operations and hospital treatments to help fix Maya's leg, it will always be my fault. And of course, my sister stopped talking to me and started hating me instead. So Not My Fault began with thinking about siblings. When I had my own children, when I was working in school, thinking about how children relate to their siblings. Your sibling is the person who can get right under your skin. They're the one who knows you. They're the one who you test everything against in your home. But the other thing about your sibling is that they're also your ally. So in my story, we've got siblings who are at war with each other when the story starts. And that's really fascinating to me, and I gave the chapters one each to Rose and Maya all the way through the story so that we would really see these very different girls struggling with each other and trying to make sense of what's happening on the school journey. My next inspiration is thinking about school journeys. When children leave home, go away with their friends on a coach with their teacher or their teachers, there's something amazing about that experience of being free and being away. Children are often changed by being on school journey. They might be exploring new things to do, they might make new friendships, but also it tests them a little bit because they're away from their families and their home. And I think that in my story, these two children are very changed by not having any family around them and just having the teachers. So for me, I was talking to children a lot about what those school journeys were like and what changes they noticed when they came back. And they were just so lit up about it that I wanted to write about it. The third inspiration for Not My Fault comes from the place. I went on a holiday to Wales, to Rhossili, to the beautiful Worm's Head. I walked across a causeway to an island and I looked back at the mainland, at the cliffs, And I imagine these two girls on this trip clambering across this causeway to the island and the seals that they might find there. And the whole place was just marvellous for me as an inspiration for a writer. I sat by the sea and thought about all the things this school would be doing there and all the activities that the children might try. And that really gave me ideas for my writing and made it feel real to me when I sat down to write. I really hope that you enjoy reading Not My Fault.